There is an advantage you will have that others don't have, that will give you what they can't get. Let's assume Shadrach, come down please, sir. Shadrach is taller because Shadrach, sit down, sir, went to school, for example, right? The school made him taller. He had money, sit down, protocols. He has money, so he's taller. For example, he has money, he's taller. He has a car, gave him height. Has a wife, gave him height. So let's assume all of those things. He went to school, he has a car, he has a wife, he has children. Say amen for yourself. He has good life. So all of those things have made him taller. He doesn't have as much as he has. Go on. Who is taller now? Are you getting here? Everything that made him tall is still here. But suddenly, this young man has an encounter with God that gave him something that this one doesn't have. He is still tall. He is still tall. His height has not reduced. He is still tall. But there's something this one has received called encounter that is higher than what this one has. Are you together here? He has gotten something that made him. That is why somebody can be very ugly and marry a handsome man. That did not remove the ugliness. It didn't remove the illiteracy. It didn't remove her selfishness. But there's something between she and God, or her mother with God, that God cannot turn a blind eye to. It is called encounters. There is an agreement between her mother with God, she and God, that when God look at, God ignores some things and ensure that what he has promised come to pass. It is called encounters. It gives you a lift above others. They still have what they have. They still know what they know. They can still see what they are seeing. They still have their conviction. But you are standing on a better platform called encounters. Hear me, child of God. One of the things that can change your whole life, put you ahead of your mates, is your private dealings with God. Your private dealings with God. Your private walk with God. So they might graduate before you. You came out 3 years after they are out. Yet you have a job that they don't have. Why? Because you came out with something. They all started the business before you. Their business been there for 16 years, 18 years. You opened the business in 1 year. And you could do what they cannot. You've achieved more than them in 1 year. Why? You came with covenant. You came with partnership. You came with encounters. You came with God involved in it. Everyone is not doing it with clear eye. Carry God to cover your eye and do it. Ladies and gentlemen, your encounters with God will make a huge difference in life. It will give you height. It will give you height. Others are still singing. Others are still singing songs. But you come up with one song, bam, and you take your world by storm. Others are on the same shop, on the same street, doing business on the same street. You showed up in that same street and then bam. Please go to your seat. Everything turn around. I like you to know that encounters will give you height. It will increase your height in the things of God. Don't do things blindly. Don't do things normal. Do things with a supernatural backing. And you can pull that backing by having certain strong covenant work, certain strong dealings.